Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. What are my favorite sources of omega-3 essential fatty acids and why do we need them? The thing is that our body can't make omega-3 essential fatty acids, okay? We have to get them through our diet and through supplements. So in the perfect world, our diet is completely balanced and it all comes. Well, sometimes people need a supplement. So I want to talk about omega-3s and why they're important. So they're really important for everything from anti-inflammatory, getting aches and pains and things like that in our joints, really important for heart health, for our brain health, supporting healthy cholesterol levels, eye health. It's just like they are the perfect oil for our body. A lot of people go and supplement with a fish oil. I'm not a fan of fish oils, things like salmon oil and that. And I'm going to talk about all that stuff in this podcast today. So let's jump in. So like I said, omega-3s are great for everything from anti-inflammatory to heart to brain health, all these kind of things, aches and pains, all of it. So why, what? Let's go. So the component we're chasing within these good oils is primarily ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. So when it comes to our heart, it promotes things like really good heart health. So those ALAs, the alpha-linolenic acid, there is a linoleic as well, alpha-linolenic acid, helps to reduce our heart disease by lowering our blood pressure. It kind of sort of helps to have our blood be not quite as sticky. So it helps with cholesterol levels, that plaque buildup, that comes from having too many saturated fats. And unlike fish oil, okay, some fish oils can raise cholesterol levels, and I'll talk more about fish oil in a minute. But the plant sources are really heart friendly. And like I use it, I take omega-3s all the time, okay? And I do a lot of long haul flying, working as a professional speaker, and I want to prevent DVTs. So I want to do everything to have my blood not be sticky and have any chance of things like a DVT or a stroke. I've taken it for decades for that reason. So it's also an anti-inflammatory. So both plant and animal, so again, fish oil and the plant oils, have anti-inflammatory benefits, but the ALA, the alpha-linolenic acid from the plants, is particularly good for reducing inflammation in your body. And so if I'd get clients with things like arthritic aches and pains, all those kind of things, inflammatory bowel disease, asthmas, skin conditions, psoriasis, eczema, all those kind of things, I always put them on a plant source. In fact, I've rarely prescribed, I don't think I've really ever prescribed fish oil. I'm not a fan. Anyway, let's keep going. Brain function. Our brain is like a giant lump of omega-3 fat, and it has to be fed properly. So plant-based omega-3s really good with all the rest of your antioxidants and nutrients that are in the plant, not just the oil part, are essential for our brain support as well. And we get that over fish because we don't get those antioxidants in fish oil. So really important for our brains. The difference between plant-based and fish-based, animal-based, is sustainability. The plant-based sources, whether it's things like flax seeds or chias or hemp seeds, they've got a much better or a lower environmental impact compared to fish oil. And then there's been a lot of fish stuff going on lately in Australia because our big fish farms down in Tasmania, our sea is warmer and the fish are really under stress. And analyzing the fish lately, they're higher in crappy fats and lower in good fats. It's not sustainable. The antibiotics and all the things they have to feed the animal the fish to be able to have it survive in a pen, which is a very false kind of environment, is not good. So if you are going to have fish oils, you've got to get it from a true wild harvested source where the animal is not under stress, because what's happening in what I see as not sustainable kind of fishing practices with things like salmon is really not cool. So just want to throw that in there. Everyone makes their own choice, but if you want health benefits, touch salmon oil. Let's go. The other thing is, and you don't have to be vegan or vegetarian to go to the plant, but this does suit, the plant-based ones obviously suit them, but also allergens. Like because of the stress that the fish is under nowadays with their growing conditions, Plant-based ones we use as anti-inflammatory, we use as for settling down, amped up inflammatory skin conditions and all those kind of things. So it's a lot cleaner oil and better for your body to be able to have a plant-based versus the animal base. Okay, so what are some of my favorite sources of plant-based omega-3s? First one's chia seeds, which have become really popular the last few years. They're tiny little seeds that are packed with omega-3, and they're great that you can add them into any food source. So add a little bit of water, they swell up. You don't even have to go and cook them, just soak them. They'll swell up and make them into porridges and oatmeals and puddings, and put a bit of yogurt with them or anything like that for a bit of extra protein. They're simple to integrate into everyday life and meals. So chia seeds are great. Another one is walnuts. I love walnuts. And think about a walnut. Its doctrine of signatures is that it looks like a little brain. So that's a really cool source in particularly of the ALA, the alpha-linolenic acid, which makes it a really easy snack that's also going to give us good brain health. Okay. Now, algal oil, which is an algae oil, is rich in DHA, which is kind of like the precursor to the ALA. So it's good, and it's a nice, plant-based source to fish oil, and anything of those marine kind of algae pull up so many other benefits as well. So I like them because they're great for thyroid as well. Track down any kind of your spirulinas, any of your algae kind of sources are great. Now, flax seeds and hemp seeds, which are my two favorite. And depending on what the needs are, or what end result you're looking for health-wise, that kind of determines if you choose flaxseed over hemp seed or not. So let's go. So flax seeds, nice and high in ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. It's just fun to say that fast. And flax seeds are really easy. So you can add them to smoothies, salads, baked goods. But I just want to throw in here, with a flaxseed, you have to chew every damn flaxseed to release the oil. If you just chuck them into a salad or things like that, or baked goods, and you never heat an omega-3, you just don't, because you destroy it quickly. So I see people go and have like soy and linseed breads, things like that. Well, first they put the linseeds in whole, they're not even cracked, and the heating kills the oil. So you're just eating that bread without, you have to chew every damn seed to even look at releasing any of the oil. The problem is it's already been cooked. So I would not put it in baked goods. Okay. I just wouldn't. I just needed to throw that in there. So, because I see it in so much cooking, people, I'm making a healthy slice that I baked. Well, shit, it's not going to work. So if you're going to use flax seeds, buy as in flax seeds to have as part of, salads and all those kind of things. Buy the whole seeds, store them in the fridge, grind them right before you're ready to, or, when you're going to use them, or grind them and store them in a jar in your fridge, and then you've got them ready to use. But they've got to be stored cool. So then you can add them. And you can also use just the oil, which you can buy. Now, if you're going to buy the oil, you want to store that in the fridge as well, particularly after it's open. So flax seeds are really rich in fiber, cool, and omega-3s, cool, provided they're stored the right way and everything. So flaxseed, like I said, is high in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. So our body wants ALAs because it uses them to convert to the more potent forms of EPA and DHA, okay? So it's this conversion process that's important. It's not quite as efficient in flax seeds. However, the ALA from flax seeds is really beneficial for heart health, reducing inflammation, and supporting overall well-being. So for me, really wanting to focus on heart health and preventing DVTs and all that kind of stuff, playing with my circulatory system, I'm a big fan of flaxseed oil. Now, hemp seeds, okay, have got a really nice balance of omega-3 and omega-6 essential fatty acids. So omega-6 can come from things like, your vegetables and nuts and seed oils. Okay, so again, hemp seeds, you can sprinkle on your foods and cereals and soups or anything like that. The oil has got that balance of omega-3 and omega-6s, okay, and also SDA, stearidonic acid. Now, this converts to EPA more efficiently than ALA. So you think, yay, hemp seed's better. Well, it's better in that it helps with overall kind of healthy cell membranes and brain function and hormonal balance. So depending what you're after the oil for, do you want to look after your heart more? Do you want that anti-inflammatory, reducing aches and pains, all those things? Or do you want more cells and brain function? The answer is really to use both. I say, okay, so the answer is really to have a combo of both in your life. So hemp seed oil and flaxseed oil. So if we make a salad or anything kind of like that here at home, my wife and I, we'll put them onto our salad as our salad dressing. We both make nutrition shakes every day, and we'll add somewhere around 10-15 mils of generally flaxseed oil to our shakes, or depending on what we're doing, if we're focusing on brain function, all that kind of stuff. We're not really playing with hormones nowadays because we're both postmenopausal and healthy in that area. So depending on what your use is, you can, like I say, put it into smoothies, put it into salads. You can just take it. Absolutely really nice. There's an oil called perilla oil, which when I'm in China, they consume a lot of perilla oil. So it's another plant-based oil rich in omega-3s. Nice and simple to have. You don't see it here so much. But kind of culturally, it's one that they have a lot over there. So the simple answer is, which is better? Depends on your needs. Depends if you want to look after heart health more, if you want to look after brain health more, if you want to really look after them both. I'm a big fan of using both. Simple. So incorporating everything from chia seeds to hemp seeds to walnuts and argan oil, flaxseed or any of that kind of thing into your day-to-day eating plan is the way to go. Just always remember that omega-3s are really damaged with heat and light. Don't cook with them. Don't, watch how you're storing them, whether it's the whole seeds, flax seeds, for instance, or whether it's they're cracked, or whether it's you've got the oil, anything to do with omega-3s. Our walnuts, we store in the fridge. We do. We just store them in a fridge. So remember that omega-3s are absolutely essential to our well-being, and our body can't make them. We have to get them from an external source. If you're not getting them enough through your foods, you want to be able to get them from a supplement. Just look at the source and think plant versus fish oils. The fish oils are pretty scary out there in the marketplace nowadays. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.